Just kidding. Welcome to the Chris Show with Miele. It's me, Chris Show Miele. That's what they call me. That's what they freaking call me. And I want to let you know, we got a big show for you today. So, just sit there, relax, maybe, hang out. Chill out, man. Come on. What are you doing? You got a long week. I know you. You are stressed the heck out. I've seen you. I see you every night when I watch you sleep through your window. It's really crazy how stressed you are, actually. So, I think it's time, before I introduce my host, or co-host, before I really just get right to the nitty freaking gritty, I think I'm going to sum up today's episode a bit for you. I want you to calm down, maybe say, oh, so this is going to be a good episode. A good episode of the Chris Show with Miele on WNSC Radio, live from UCF. That stands for Undercarriage Forever. Don't know what that means, but they're probably going to change it later, maybe to something that would make sense. I don't know. But I think you need to just sit back and relax for a second and just chill out. Oh, yeah. Just chill out. Oh! Ooh! Looks like your back is a little stressed out. Can I give you a massage? Can I just give you a massage real quick? Okay, I won't give you a massage. I'll stay back here. No. I know. I stress you out. You say, wow, this guy is he just stresses me out. All right? I'm sorry. Can I not stress you out anymore? Can I sum up today's episode? Today's episode is going to be super good because I'm going to tell you something. Jared Fogle is going to call into the show. That's right, Jared Fogle of Subway Criminal fame. Live from prison. That's right. Another thing, today's episode is sponsored by CheezIts. CheezIts! Eat CheezIts! What are you doing? Eat some cheese. Shove them in your mouth, baby. Come on, eat those CheezIts! And can I tell you all something? Today, I got with me an old co-host of mine, Douglas Davis. Cameron Douglas, freaking Davis Douglas Cameron. And I'm going to tell you something. We're going to do a segment called Waterboarding Doug.
No, we're not.
I'm going to waterboard him live in the studio. And you're going to say, wow, this is a real show. I love this guy. I want to marry him. Will I get married by the end of this episode? I don't know. Will I live forever, happily, ever after in holy matrimony? Baby! You're just going to have to find out. Ooh! Yeah! Okay, that's enough of that. Well, who the heck is sitting next to me? Can he tell me?
Well, you already said my name, and you said it 6 different ways, so I'll just...
Well, can you say it the right way?
You can call me Doug.
Or the way you prefer, I guess.
You can call me Doug.
Your name Douglas Cameron Davies.
You don't have to call me Douglas.
You can really say it however you want. It's up to the viewer.
Say it however you want.
The viewer decides
there's
how they want.
There's a correct way to pronounce.
No,
Douglas, Doug,
sure.
Cameron Davis, not Davies.
Oh, you know who's back? The audience. Hey, audience, can you give me a little recognition? All right, I like the sound of that. And folks, as usual, Chris Show with Miele, we have a poll. We have a poll online on Twitter.com. Twitter.com/Chris Show Miele, whatever, at Chris Show Miele. Today's poll, ooh, it's a real doozy. Of course, I got disconnected from the Wi-Fi. Doug, what's your opinion on Wi-Fi? What does it stand for?
Wireless.
Okay, that's
functioning
good.
Internet.
Sure, that's
you want me to Google
that. Today's poll is: who is the king of Australian wildlife? The koala, the kangaroo, a blade stuck in a tree, or a rat wearing a hat? That's really up to you to decide. I'm not the poll. I just make the poll. All right, I'm the poll boy. That's what I do on this show. I make the poll. And you can follow us on Twitter at Chris Show Miele. And of course, I'll be making gross noises all day. But also, Doug will be here making gross noises with me. There you go. And of course, later on in the show, we will be doing the phone zone. And you can call us.
Everybody's favorite part.
That's everyone's favorite part. You can call us at 823-415-1. 823-415. Can we get to the nitty gritty? Doug, I got a question for you. What's your SAT score?
All three of them?
Yes.
I don't remember off the
Oh,
top of my
okay.
head.
Well, I mean,
18
I've had other co-hosts before that are just.
Is 1800 good?
I mean, sure.
1800 seems about
sure.
right.
I mean, I've had other co-hosts. They know their SAT score right off the top of their heads. In fact, it's the first thing they'll say on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's
who was that?
the other co-host.
Gabe?
Sure. We have other of course, this
What's
is the
your
show.
SAT score?
Well, Doug, we'll save that for the end of the show. I don't feel comfortable saying it at the top of the show. That's the closer.
We got to lead up to it.
Yeah, we got to lead up. That's like a big thing. People want to hear the SAT score. You know, if I hold them in anticipation over my SAT score, they'll be like, "Oh, what is he? Did he like do good on the thing? Did he wake up at the right appropriate time? Did he not stay up too late? Did he eat a proper breakfast? I mean, it just answers so many questions. Does he know what the word thithium means?
Here you go.
That's not a word, but
I'm logged in.
can he figure out the meaning through context clues?
I'm logged into my thing.
Oh, okay. Doug logged into his SAT account.
Yes.
Somehow he remembered that. Let's see. Wow. So in
what's
reading,
what's that add up to?
So you've taken the SAT twice, and it seems that you took them a year apart from each other.
Yeah, about a year.
So his first SAT with essay, October 5th, 2013. In reading, he got a 590. Math, a 650. In writing, a 520. All right, that's a decent score. But let's see what he got on his next SAT. October 11th, 2014. Wow. A 670 in reading, 630 in math, and 610 in writing. I did not know that we had a brilliant SAT scorer in here. That's just real good. Doug, do you have anything to say about that?
No. Thanks.
Wow, they really like that. The audience really like that. And you know what? I like my audience. I don't think they smell. I think they smell really good. I don't think they smell bad. I don't think they stink. I think they take showers regularly. Of course, I'm talking about you, the listener. You're sitting at home, and you're smelling good. And I think that's really what this show needs. It needs more compliments. And I think I want to compliment you for tuning in today and just being so good. Now, I think Doug, I gave him full computer control, as I do with all my co-hosts, because I trust them. Let's see Doug not take away the trust, all right? Let's see Doug do a good job in the studio today. I want to hear maybe an article. Have you got any articles for us, buddy? Of course, every show I give my co-hosts a chance to look up a little post on Reddit, and if it's good, you know, I'll give them a good boy point. Of course, a cookie, as they call them. And Doug is currently scrambling to find an article, it seems. He did not prepare himself, even though I texted him beforehand about it. You know what I have to say about that? Get out of here, Doug. Get out of the studio right now.
Hold on, Ma. I'm trying to.
All right, he's okay. While he's doing that, I think we should chat. Just me and you at home. How are you doing? I think you're doing good. You know, when I'm not hosting this show, I'm wilding out on the streets. I'm out there on the streets, freaking pumped for a good day. A good day of eating CheezIts. That's right, today's episode, of course, is brought to you in part by CheezIts. CheezIts! Eat the CheezIts! Alright? And we're going to be asking a few questions today. Did Jared Fogle really do it? And by that, I mean, did he eat all those subs and lose all that weight through subs? Why do you
think Jared Fogle is so funny? Like, why do you like talking about Jared Fogle?
What's funny about him?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, originally Jared Fogle was supposed to be my co-host today, but he canceled last minute. I think he's busy with prison, something like that. Anyway, I told him, hey, call in maybe if you still have that one call. You know, if I went to prison, I would save my one call for maybe calling into a good radio show. I think that's what I would do. I'd call right in. All right, Doug is silent.
Well, I recently made a post on Reddit that got removed. Can we talk about that?
I think all your posts are going to be removed no matter what.
Damn,
I think any post you make, Doug.
Well, anyway, here's the news.
What was it on Reddit? The foot subreddit for feet heads. Nothing wrong with it. People just like feet.
It was on r/NotTheOnion.
Okay.
And the headline was amateur rocket maker finally launches himself off Earth in effort to prove it's flat.
All right, I got a thing to say about
what are your thoughts about
flat Earth. All right. On the last episode, which was like 2 weeks ago, and so none of you remember it, I showed my support for flat Earth. Actually, that might have been 4 weeks. That might have been a month ago. Okay. But I've had a change of tone, a change of thought. My brain circled around the globe, which we all, my big brain surrounded my little brain. We all have two brains. I don't know if you know that. Doug, I don't know if you know if you study the brain, but we all have a big brain that surrounds a little brain. It's like the Earth, and my big brain's like the rest of the galaxy because it's all circling the flat Earth. But I've kind of had a change of heart on flat Earth. I mean, of course it's true, but my big brain told me, folks, that we should be less focused on flat Earth and more focused on frat Earth. And by that I mean we're all in one big fraternity. We're all one. We're brothers and sisters. Me and you, we're just crazy roller coaster riders on the roller coaster of life. Ooh, yeah. And let me tell you something. We're strapped into our dang straps, and I'm riding a roller coaster. It's called life. Life, drink it up. Drink up life. I want you to eat life. I want you to eat and drink it like it's a freaking soup, and that's what I really wanted to get to. CheezIts go great in soup. They just go great in soup, all right? They get all melted, and you're like, oh, it's kind of gross looking. I don't like the texture, but you eat it, and it tastes freaking good. And sometimes you crumble it up, and you put it in the soup. Sometimes you're eating matzo Betty Boop. I don't know what that means, but what if Betty Boop was Jewish? Can you imagine that scenario if Betty Boop was Jewish?
Who's Betty Boop?
All right. You don't know who Betty Boop is?
No.
Okay, Doug.
The cartoon character?
Doug, we're sponsored by Big Betty Boop. They make all the Betty Boop cartoons, so I'm going to turn the mic back on, and you're going to be a little less ignorant to the Betty Boop. All right? Okay,
all right.
And we're back. Betty Boop. Great cartoon. Hilarious. Love Betty Boop. I love Heathcliff. Ooh! Yeah. You can't see it, but I'm wilding out right here in the studio. I'm doing a little dance.
He is wilding out.
I am wild. I call it the cliff. I do it every time I think of Heathcliff. And if you don't know who Heathcliff is, you don't know who Heathcliff is. It's who they stole Garfield from. Okay? This is not a Garfield show. We do not support John Davis, the hack, fraud, stealer.
Do we support Bill Murray, though?
William Murray, yes, we do. We support him. We love all of his movies.
Except Garfield.
We love all those great movies he was in.
Rushmore? Ghostbusters?
Bill who? Wait, who are we talking? Bill who?
Bill Murray.
Never heard of him.
Mr. William
Did he
Murray?
ever? Was he ever in a Betty Boop cartoon? Maybe a live action
Pretty sure he's
Betty
in
Boop
Isle of Dogs
films. What is Isle of? Sorry, I don't like when Doug brings up things I don't know. Never heard of it, but I do know that you're listening to the Chris Show with Miele. It's on WNSC Radio. It's live from UCF, and UCF, of course, stands for cool. Friend? Yeah. Thanks for finishing it for me, Doug. Don't never do that again. Let me finish my own sentences. You're here so I can say things that I want you to say. Like I control you. You're like a puppet.
Nope.
You're like
no puppet.
Jesus.
You're the puppet.
All right. Okay, Doug, stop referencing freaking.
I couldn't resist that one.
This is why we're gonna have a segment called Waterboarding Doug later on in the show, where I waterboard Doug. Yep. And
nope, there will be no.
There will be a segment called Waterboarding Doug. I have a big bucket of water. I got a cloth. It's gonna be great. You're gonna hear it. You're not gonna see it, but you will hear it. And I think it's about time I plug the dang Twitter again so you can vote on that poll. Who is the king of Australian wildlife? You can go to @ChrisShowMealy and vote right now. Is it the koala? Is it the kangaroo? Is it a blade stuck in a tree? Or is it a rat wearing a hat? We'll announce that information later. Later, after the Phone Zone segment, which of course, once again, soon after the ad break, which will be for CheezIts, you will be able to call 823-4151. Also, can you drink Pepsi and eat CheezIts? I think you can. And you should do that while you're listening to this podcast. If you go out right now and you buy a Cheez-It, and you go to CheezIt.com and you enter the barcode off of the Cheez-It box, and you type Chris Show Mealy, you will get premium content, premium episodes of the Chris Show Mealy, and of course you can only hear that content if you drink a Pepsi while you listen. That's right, new technology. If you buy a Pepsi and you drink it while you listen to your Cheez-It sponsored episode, you will be able to hear the episode, because Pepsi, I don't know if you know this, Doug, the new Pepsi technology, it's called New Pepsi. It will unclog your ears. And I don't know if you know this, folks, but our ears are so clogged nowadays, so clogged with information, so clogged with noise, so clogged with good radio content every Thursday at 12:30. And of course, I'm talking about this freaking show, the Chris Show with Mealy. Baby, boom, bang, bing, bong. That's our catchphrase. And Doug is still looking up an article to talk about. Have you found any?
Well, I thought we were going to talk about the Rocket Man.
Who?
Mike Hughes.
You mean freaking Elton John from Benny and the Jets, baby? You ever hear that song, Doug?
No.
I actually was thinking this earlier. What if it was called Benny and His Debts? And it was about a guy who has all these debts. Maybe it's college debt. Wah, wah, satire, baby. We're recording this freaking show at a college. Whoa, don't mention that. Doug, for the rest of your life, you'll be paying off college debt. Anyway, Doug, you got any good content you can share with us?
Well, astronomers find the first and only known galaxy without dark matter.
Wow. I'm awake right now. This is an ad for Turkish Airlines. Once again, another sponsor, Turkish Airlines. An airline so fine, we called it Turkish Airlines. That's right. That's the catchphrase. And I think it's time to give a nice shout out to the audience. Are your audience, you listening? Oh, yes. Yes, audience. It's me, Chris Mealy. Whoa! I just had a brain blast. Doug, do you ever have a brain blast?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All of them.
Can I tell you all something? You can go on Chris Show Mealy, the Twitter, and you can tweet at me. You can say, "Hey, freaking dummy, this show sucks." And you know what? I'll agree with you. Because it's so good, it sucks. We can't find a better show. The show sucks so much that it's great. Am I right, Doug?
The show sucks.
And that's why
the show doesn't suck.
You know who also sucks? His name is Douglas Davis. He sucks so hard that he's great. And that's why today I want to get to a new segment, Doug's interview. I'm going to interview Doug. We're going to learn a little something about his psychosis. How does he work?
You guys already know my SAT scores. So.
How does he wake up every morning? He peels that face mask off. He looks in the mirror and he says, there is really no Douglas Davis. Douglas Davis is just an idea. It's a facade I wear every morning. I wake up in the morning. I put on Douglas Davis. I wear him like a suit. I wear him like a hat. I wear him like I wear my work uniform.
Nope. None of that is true. You
don't do the American Psycho monologue every morning?
No,
of course, that wasn't. I was doing it verbatim.
Yeah, it was a good reference.
Not verbatim. Isn't verbatim when you say it 100%?
Verbatim is when it's word for word.
Okay, well, that wasn't verbatim. It's what I meant to say.
You were paraphrasing it.
Yeah. Well, let's get in your brain, Doug.
Should this light be on?
Okay, Doug's pointing to a light on the switchboard.
Yeah.
Should the light be on?
That one's on, that one's not.
I can turn it on.
What is everybody's thoughts?
I wonder.
Does this change anything?
What if this whole episode they could only hear me and not you?
Well, they're only listening to you to begin with, right?
Wouldn't that be just so good?
Should I turn it back off?
The people tend to no. I slapped his hand. No, you just turn the light off.
All right, hold on. Now this
Okay,
one.
so there's a light above Doug's
Or
mic,
this
and
one,
it says
and then
PGM2,
this one.
and he thinks if he clicks that light on and off, it'll change anything. It's
Does-
not
did it
changing
change
anything,
anything?
Doug. It's not changing
tell us,
anything.
tell us if it changed anything.
No one's gonna do that. Don't tell us if it changed anything. I don't care. Let's say this.
I care.
Let's say this whole episode was just me yapping. I think it'd be a great episode still. I mean, Doug's here too. Sure.
I mean, that's mainly what the show is anyway, right?
Is you?
It is you.
Oh.
It's
Well, I
the
mean, I
Chris show-
named the show after
The
me.
Chris show with Miele.
I named it that on purpose because apparently that's my name. Chris Miele. Chris Show Miele. It's my middle name. Well, anyway, I think we can get to this interview now if Doug doesn't interrupt his own interview again, like he just did.
I'll listen.
You'll listen and you'll respond.
How do interviews work?
Well, one person who's they get the genius interviewer, the brain genius, comes in and interviews some rube. Today's rube is Douglas Cameron Davis. How do you even say his name? Nobody knows. Historians will be scouring this the web to see how to you actually say it, because Doug will become famous.
I don't think they'll care.
Doug will become famous for petty crimes. He will go around doing various petty crimes and become infamous for it, and everyone will be like, "Wow."
How many petty crimes do you have to commit before you become infamous for them?
Probably a lot.
Yeah, because if you just do one or two petty crimes,
you're just some nerd.
Yeah, you're honestly just a random guy.
But do three petty crimes, and you're Douglas Davis. Doug, I think you're on your way. He he robbed a 7-Eleven just now before the podcast.
That's not true.
He stole a bag of chips, and we're eating the chips. That's why we're so silent. That's why Doug's so silent in this episode. He's eating chips. He's just chomping on those chips.
Nope.
If you can hear the chomps, I apologize. You'll get a free episode later on for the chips.
I'm actually eating Cheetos.
Of course, I force listeners to pay a nominal fee to listen to this program. If you didn't pay the fee, you're stealing. So please send $500 to my Venmo account. Of course, my Venmo account is at Chris Miele is cool 68. So go do that. Okay.
Is that really your Venmo?
Yeah. All right, Doug.
I'll keep that in mind.
I got a few questions for you, Doug. Besides the SAT thing, let's get past that. Sure, Doug's a genius. We all know this.
Nope, not really.
Doug's a brain genius. He got a 50 on his SAT. I got a 10 on my SAT because I showed up. That's all I did. Doug, how you been?
I've been pretty good.
That's good. Okay, Doug, I got another question for you. How are you?
I've been pretty good.
Okay, I got another question for you. What have you been up to?
Not much. I've been.
How do you feel, Doug?
Going to class and stuff. Feeling good.
Where are you right now, Doug?
I'm at UCF, which stands for.
What? Are you going to tell me?
No, you're going to tell me.
No, tell the audience what UCF stands for, buddy.
It stands for,
What, you don't know what it stands for? Do you know what it stands for?
Camera?
Chris Show with Miele, forever. Baby, you're listening to Chris Show
Where's
with
the
me
F?
on WNSE. And I'm interviewing Doug. Doug, baby. Doug, can you tell me? I have one more question for you, and then we'll end this interview real quick. I'll slam the door in your face. That's isn't that what it is? It's you put your foot in the door and then you slam it in the person's face or something. That's how you start off a speech, and that's how you end interviews. Or I don't know.
No, I think you put the...
No, I think you open the door. You forcibly open the door. You slam the door open. You yell inside. You say, "Hey, is anyone home?" And then like a whole family runs out. I'm like, "What are you doing in our house? Why didn't you break in? You broke the doorknob." And I say, "Hey, you got any food?" And they grab me and get out of the house. And
that's how you end an interview?
I pull out my knife and I go, "Oh, I'm crazy. Ooh." And then they kick me out. I get in my my Camry. Drive it right through the dang walls of their house. They scream. They yell. They call the police. I get out of the car. I get on top of the car. I yell, "Oh, Douglas Davis. He's so smart. He got a 50 on his SAT. He got a 50 on his SAT." And then they grab me. They're tasing me. They're spraying me with the pepper spray, which doesn't taste very good despite the name. I just want to let you know. You probably already know that, though, Doug.
Pepper.
And then they put me in the car and they bring me to jail prison
I
for
don't know.
adults. They bring me
I
to
don't
big
know
prison
the-
for adults. They put me behind
pepper
bars.
spray's like.
They scream at me. They yell at me. They ask me funny questions like, "Why'd you do that?" And is Douglas Davis really a foot guy? He likes feet a lot, doesn't he? They ask me these questions. I'm like, yes to everything. Yes to every. I did do it. I also did all those crimes you're accusing me of. I did all that, just like Douglas Davis. Ooh, yeah, that's my name. I'm Douglas Davis. I'm the fall guy for Douglas Davis because he's the big.
Does that
petty
mean
thief.
you're the foot guy then?
No, you're still the foot guy. I'm the fall guy. You're the foot guy. That's how it goes.
No, I think.
So that leads me to my
being the
last
fall guy,
question.
you're the
I
foot
think
guy.
I have to finish this interview off. Then we'll get to the break, and then we'll get to the dang phone zone. So, Douglas, I have one more question. How's it going?
I have a
That
thumbs
did
up.
not answer any of my questions.
I have a thumbs up sign if you.
He has,
if you
he has
cannot-
one
if you're
thumb
not
up.
Here.
Doug, that's a little sad. I was expecting 2 thumbs at the very least.
No, just one.
One thumb. And it's sideways. He put the
No,
thumb
it was
sideways.
like this.
No, the thumb. That's no. The thumb's sideways.
It was like this. This is sideways.
Okay. Okay, well, the audience at home can't see, so I can say whatever I want, and they'll believe me.
That's propaganda.
Right, audience?
No, press. No.
Okay.
Got him.
Why'd you hit yay? Are you excited about being wronged on the radio? Okay. Well, Doug just tried to hit a button on the audience thing, and
Why are there so many different laughing options, though? Seriously.
because people love laughing in different ways.
There's
For
4
example,
different-
sometimes I laugh like ha 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 ha. Sometimes I laugh like Doug, you're so funny. Have you ever heard that before, Doug?
No, because you don't think I'm funny, Chris.
I think you're hilarious.
No. I think you're lying to the audience right now.
I don't
What does the audience think?
I don't lie. What does the audience
What
think?
does the audience think about that? Chris lying. Ooh.
Oh, that wasn't good.
They sound upset with somebody.
I think they just don't like drums. I think they were upset about the drums. But I think if I were to ask the audience if Doug was funny, they would definitely say yes. Right, audience? All right, I think that was a rousing yes. Everyone's very happy about Doug being on the show. All right, I think it's time to, get to the commercial so that I can sit back and relax and eat those chips you stole from the 7-Eleven.
The CheezIts?
No, you would never steal CheezIts. I'd give all my money to CheezIts if I could. I'd give my whole fortune to CheezIts.
Well,
I'd give all the money they've paid me to say their name. I do get paid $150 every time I mention CheezIts.
well,
CheezIts!
I always get my CheezIts
CheezIts!
directly from CheezIts. I never even get them at a 7-Eleven.
CheezIts, eat it. Eat CheezIts. All right, let's get to the commercial.
And then,
Of course, you're listening to the Chris Show with Miele. I have Douglas Davis with me.
Is
and,
the phone zone?
We're on the WNSC live from UCF. All right, folks, we'll be right back with the phone zone. And, of course, you can get your phones ready, and you can call 823-4151, 823-4151. Get that number in your dialer. Call us on that horn. Honk the dang horn for a little bit. We'll say words to you. You'll say words to us. We'll move our mouths. It's the mouth. It's what you use to laugh and sometimes talk, I guess. Okay, let's get to the ad. Hey everyone, you gotta be real quiet. You gotta keep it down. Okay, just don't make a noise when you listen to this ad. Okay, please. Okay, folks. So, my uncle is sleeping in the room right next to me, and if he hears me, he'll get very upset. He does not like advertising. He's also, he's a very light sleeper, and if I make a single noise, he will get up and smack me around with the fish in our refrigerator. Okay, anyway, here's the ad. Here's the product I'm gonna sell. It's called CheezIts. You ever eat a Cheez-It before? Good in my tummy. I love Cheez-Its. They're cheese that is basically made into little squares, and they put it in the oven, and they cook it all up for you, and it's really good. They make it specifically with you in mind, and they just make it with so much love,
and each CheezIt contains a microchip, and when you swallow that microchip, CheezIts knows where you are, the company, and they're looking after you, they're watching you, they're like your guardian angel. You ever see that one Black Mirror episode, where the girl eats a CheezIt, and she gets a microchip in her stomach, and CheezIts watches her, but it's like a good technology episode. It's like one of those episodes that's like, oh, okay, so this one has a positive message about technology and corporate culture and capitalism and all that, and it's not a cautionary tale whatsoever. It's actually saying, hey, maybe I should let a big cheese company put a microchip inside my stomach and track my location at all times. I think that would be a good idea, actually. I should probably look into that and maybe eat some CheezIts. Oh my god, my uncle's getting up. Oh geez, I just heard him grumble. Oh god, here he comes with the fish. Okay, everybody, I gotta go. Oh boy, that's him hitting me. Does that pick up on the microphone? He's hitting me with the freaking fish. Anyway, don't eat fish. Eat CheezIts, baby. Eat CheezIts, baby.
And we're back to the Chris Show with Miele. That was really good. I hope you eat Jesus now. Of course, that's my real laugh. I'm laughing out loud. I'm LOLing for the new CheezIts. Of course, if you tweet hashtag CheezIts, baby, Chris Show CheezIts, so good, you will get 50% off your next purchase of jalapeno CheezIts. Chili jalapeno CheezIts. Really good, good in your mouth, tastes good, feel good, CheezIts. Have anything to say about that, Doug, or are you just going to do the 1,000-yard stare?
What do you think about that flavored CheezIts that's like less cheese? Thoughts?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think that's in the CheezIt canon. I think you made that up. All right, you can call 823-4151. The phone zone, it's now, I guess, starting. Let's hear that theme song. Can we hear it, folks? Thank you.
This is everybody's favorite part, right?
Yo, get it twisted.
Oh, this is the one.
As in, don't get the phone lines twisted, because it's phone time.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee.
We'll be taking phone calls, and yes, we'll disagree.
Get her done.
Oh, jeez.
This was the CheezIts I was talking about, Chris.
Reduced fat. I don't think that means less cheese. But,
well, where does the fat... If the fat comes from the cheese, then it's reduced cheese.
I don't want...
Am I right?
I don't want you to question CheezIts. I don't feel comfortable with that. So don't do it.
You don't like reduced fat CheezIts?
No, I think full CheezIts are good enough. And that's why I was sponsored by CheezIts. Thank you. All right.
Call in, guys.
Can you call in 823-4151? I want to hear some ringing right now.
823.
I want to hear some questions.
Wait, 407.
Ask me about Doug. Ask me how Doug smells. I can answer that. Ask me about the new CheezIts.
We're going to not talk about...
You're whispering, or no one can hear you.
I thought we weren't going to talk about how... Can you turn that mic off for a second?
Let me turn the mic... Okay, I'll turn the mic off. Say whatever.
I thought we weren't going to talk about how I smelled on this episode.
I never said that. You signed the contract.
No,
the contract says we can talk about any aspect of your life.
You definitely said...
No matter how private.
You definitely said... We're not going to talk about
I didn't
how
say that.
Doug smells today.
Of course, you can call 407-823-4151. Please do it. If you do it, it might shut Doug up. Right, Doug?
Huh?
There you go. Well, it's already... No. I mentioned the phone number, and he's already quiet as a freaking mouse.
407...
It's 407-823-4151. I can wait here all day until someone calls in. Because this is a live show. It's a live show. And what happens on the show stays on the show because I'm recording it. And later on I'll listen in and say, wow, this was really bad. That's what I'll do. But until then, I think Doug should keep talking, actually. I want to hear everything. I think we can even interview him a little bit more. Bring back that segment that everyone loved. The beloved segment. Interviewing Doug. Checking in on Doug.
We're interviewing Doug again? Oh, no.
Checking in on Doug.
All right, what's the question?
How you doing? Oh, a call. Oh, boy. You're in the phone zone.
Hi, Phone Zone.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
We're good. How are you?
Good, good. Well, I really want CheezIts now.
Oh, don't we all want CheezIts? I mean,
Wow, man, sounds so good.
I mean, what's your favorite flavor of CheezIt?
Just the original, you know.
Oh, yeah, the classic, of course. You know, it's just so
Classic,
good.
Yeah.
They put them in the cubes. They fry them on up. They make them just for you. I don't know if you heard the ad, but everyone knows
Aren't
this.
those baked?
What?
Oh, okay, well. What?
Okay, so I got a question. Who is the king of Australian wildlife? Is it the koala? Is it the kangaroo? Is it the blade stuck in the tree? Or is it a rat wearing a hat?
It's definitely the koala bear.
Ah, the koala. No one's voted for the koala yet. Right now we're at 75% kangaroo, 25% rat wearing a hat. If you want to vote on that, go on at Chris Show Mealy. Vote on the poll. It's got 18 minutes left in it.
Okay, well, I have to sign into Twitter.
All right, go do that. And tell us something. You got any questions for Douglas?
I'm really impressed with your SAT score.
Yeah, let's give Doug a round of applause for that,
Thanks,
right?
Thank you.
Yay for Doug. He's just such a good boy.
Very good.
That's how he got into college.
Partly.
Yeah, wow.
They saw his
That's
SAT
great.
scores. Their eyes shot out of their face like a cartoon. Went right into the SAT score, like a freaking jackrabbit. They sped and they
Do
got
you
Doug.
believe that the Earth is round or flat?
Well, I'm an unorthodox guy. I think half of the Earth is flat and the other half is like a round bulb. Like a
Really?
bulbous shape. Yeah, of course.
It's like a closed bowl, you're saying.
It's like, yeah. And yeah, like that. Like you could put, like, if it was like hollow, you could put cereal and milk in it.
So
that's
are
what
we
I
on
believe.
the flat part right now?
Of course. If we were on the round part, we'd
Wow.
be like falling off.
But who's on the round part
I
then?
think it's round.
I think the round part is a desolate wasteland. It's called China.
Oh,
Is that a hot take, Chris?
Yeah, it's a hot take because the sun has burnt that place up so bad. You came and it's like all on fire, right? That's what global warming is.
yeah, that's true.
That is true.
True.
Thank you for confirming
I'm
my
enjoying the
beliefs.
show today.
You're enjoying the show? Well, that's one
Yeah, I
of you.
really like the commercial.
Yeah. CheezIts, they sponsored us. They pay me $150 every time I mention CheezIts.
Yeah, it was there with the fish, though.
Cheez it. So, hey, thanks for calling in. You've been a pleasure.
All right, guys.
All right.
All
Have
right,
a good one.
thanks for
You
calling
too. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
in. Did somebody
Bye.
knock on the door?
Someone knocked on the door. I'm not going to answer it though, because we have 22 minutes left in here, so I'm not going to answer. All right, you want to call in again? Oh, we got another call. That's special. Hey, you're in the phone zone. How's it going?
Hey, my name's Jess.
Excuse me?
I think.
Huh?
I had a question.
Oh,
Jeff?
okay. Jeff has a question. Let's hear it, Jeff.
Jeff has a question. What's your opinion on goldfish?
I was hoping someone wouldn't bring up that.
No goldfish?
Just don't mention other snacks on the show.
Especially if they're
no other
orange.
snacks on the show?
No other cheese-based snacks on the show. This is a CheezIt show, buddy. Are you trying to rile me up?
I'm
Jeff?
trying to rile you down, actually.
Oh, you're riling me down.
Wait, is this somebody else on the line?
Don't know what that means. I don't think you can rile down someone by mentioning their arch nemesis,
you know what?
CheezIts?
I'm gonna rile
Or, I
you
mean,
to the
goldfish.
left.
Goldfish! I didn't say CheezIts. They're listening, by the way. They
Here's what
know.
I'm going to tell you. It's actually spelled CheezIt, C-H-I, with an apostrophe over it, because it's French.
Is this still Jeff?
Orange.
Are we still speaking to Jeff?
No, this is actually Jeef.
Put
Jeef.
Jeff back.
Jeef, you know,
Jeff-
you brought up a good
Jeef,
point.
Put Jeff back on the line.
You brought up a good point, Jeef, because we can all interpret CheezIts in a different way. That's the beauty of them. You say CHI-zit, Cheez-it. That's interesting.
Absolutely.
It's interesting, but now, for most of my life, I thought it was pronounced like chai-zit, like CHAI. Because you ever drink like chai tea, all tea content, like chai tea. For the longest freaking time, I thought it was pronounced Cheez-It. But then I got a call from corporate, Cheez-It corporate, and they said, no, it's actually not pronounced it that way. Will you sponsor the show on your show? Will you say the name Cheez-It, and we'll give you $150 every time you mention it? Will you push the whole microchip factor? I don't know if you know about this, but if you eat a Cheez-It, you get a microchip in your stomach.
You gotta choose it to cheese it.
Okay, that's not the official slogan. I need you to stop saying that right now. I don't want you to sway any of your viewers to start saying that. All right?
Chris, we weren't supposed to tell CheezIts about the microchips.
Doug,
Cheez-Its.
when you're speaking, speak into the mic.
We weren't supposed to talk about that.
Don't touch me.
We gotta turn the mics off.
You guys were talking about SAT scores earlier, right?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah, what's your SAT score, Jeff?
Hey, Jeff's SAT score?
Yes.
I think it was like a 1580.
Pretty good. Did you know that Doug got a 50?
Doug got a 50?
Yeah,
Damn.
50 is really good according to Chris, right?
Yeah.
50,
I saw
49.
them. I read, you heard me read his score out loud. I was making it up. That was not his score when I read that earlier. It actually said a big 50 on when he logged on his SAT score.
The big 5-0.
The big 5-0, like Hawaii 5-0. Like
How do you even get a 50 on the S? Is that a possible score?
You sign your name on the paper.
If you took two, you could get 100.
You sign your name twice.
You got me there.
Hey,
you got me there,
SAT
Jeff.
tip and trick. Sign your name as many times as you can on the paper. They give you 50 points for each signature. It's a little
a
tip.
little SAT trick. You don't actually need to answer any of
That's
the
why
questions. Just write your name a bunch of times.
That's how I got a 50,000 on the SAT.
Yeah.
A number no one has ever reached. A score so high. I'm number one on the leaderboards right now.
Number one on the leaderboard?
Yep, that's right. Go on there. Go to number one. It's Chris Show Miele 68. Right there at the top.
Was the Chris show with Miele even around back when you took the SAT?
It was. It just there were no episodes. There were no episodes of the show. Every time I speak is actually, I guess, technically a mini episode, but I never recorded any of them.
So is everything you say?
I'm gonna hang up on Jeff. Thank you
part
for
of the
calling
canon?
in, Jeff, whatever.
Jeff and Jeeve called in.
Jeeves. All right.
Jeef and
Hey, I got a few. I got a few questions for you because remember, Ask
Jeeve back on the
Jeeves. I'm gonna hang up on you.
This is Jeff.
Oh,
Here's Jeef.
nope, too late, too bad.
Where's the receiver? Oh, there it is. All right.
We're taking calls. Oh, there's another call.
8, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 1. You're in the phone zone. How's it going?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Wonderful. Jared Bolton.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Yeah, now we can't hear you.
Jared Fogle, legal consultant.
Jared Fogel's legal consultant. That's right, folks. We're one step away from getting the J-Man himself. The big criminal, J. Fogle.
Why are you a legal consultant and not a lawyer?
I didn't quite get the law.
So you're the guy that... Are you like... Did you like somehow take part in getting him in prison? Were you like... were you on his legal team if you're, his legal consultant? How does that work? I've never been in a big high-profile case involving sandwiches.
I came in after the advisor for where he makes his appearances, where he calls in, make sure he doesn't further.
You're really cutting out on us, pal.
You said you came in during the sentencing phase?
I came in after that.
Oh, okay.
After the sentencing phase.
Question, are you calling from prison?
Yes.
So are you in the same prison as Jay Folks?
Yeah, but I'm on the other side of the glass.
Oh, okay. So you're using your one call to get...
No, I'm not I'm not belonging to a prison. I'm just here with him.
Not yet.
Oh, okay, I know what you're
Not
saying. So
yet.
it's visiting hours right now?
Yes.
Okay. So
He wishes he could be on the show, but doesn't think he could stop himself from incriminating himself further.
Oh, okay. So like he was gonna say like some weird perverted thing about how good sandwiches are.
Yes.
That's what he was arrested for, right? For defying the odds and losing all that weight
Something like that.
via the
Yeah.
delicious Subway sandwich. Subway, eat fresh. And you know what? I got to tell you something. We recently saw a great deal. Subway bought out CheezIts, and now they serve all types of CheezIts related sandwiches. That's right. They got rid of all the other chips. There's no more Lay's. No more of that. Just Cheez-Its. So go to Subway right now. Say Chris Show Miele out loud in the middle of the place. They'll give you 50% off the brand new Chipotle Cheez-It sub. Footlong, of course. No 6-inch sandwiches, please. That's for babies. Anyway, got anything else you want to say to us?
I can't force Jared Fogle to do anything, so he may call.
He might call. Okay.
As a legal consultant, I'm advising him against it.
Oh, okay. I mean, he's not going to incriminate himself, I don't think. I think we're just going to shoot the dang crap on the show. Maybe talk to him a little bit about all those sandwiches he ate. Maybe talk to him about, like, the condiments he put on those sandwiches. Maybe talk to him about, like, I don't know, how's his day going or how he's feeling or what's up. Maybe I'll ask him what's up.
No comment.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in. I don't know your name. Bye. It doesn't say bye, huh? Wow.
All
Okay.
right, we're still taking calls.
We're still taking calls. 823-4151. If you
407-823-4151.
I was speaking, Doug.
Yeah, and then I interrupted you with the phone number.
You
again,
interrupted
'cause
me
you
with
went
the
too fast.
information. All right. 823-4151.
823-4151.
Okay.
800-407.
If you're wondering, that is my
gotta say the area
real
code,
SAT
too.
score. That's why we made that the phone number is 823-4151. I scored big at that SAT. I wrote my name. I don't even know the math there. I wrote my name many times, and they gave me 50 points for each signature. And that's how it works. I just want to reiterate that.
But you misspelled it one of the times, so they had to take away 9 points.
They
at the
did.
end
I
there.
did accidentally write Miele. I forgot the S. So I don't know how I did that. I also, I accidentally wrote Davis Douglas on it, and that's how he got 50 points on his SAT. So that's really how Doug made his riches, getting 50 points on the SAT. I wrote it for him. That's a little secret. If you do that, if you write your friend's name on there too, they will give them extra points. And of course, Doug scored 0 points in reality
That's not true.
because he didn't show up. He was too busy at home watching Heathcliff cartoons.
Who?
Heathcliff. Please watch Heathcliff cartoons. They're so funny. They make me laugh every time. This is not a Garfield show, as I said earlier. And we do support the Cheez-It brand. And we are taking calls. I don't know if you know that. But it's the phone zone. It's a segment we do on this show. What is this show, you may ask? If you're just tuning in, it's the Chris Show with Miele on WNSC Radio. I really have to go pee-pee. I don't think that's too much information. I think on the show we can share whatever we want. Doug, do you have to go to the bathroom right now?
Nope.
All right, well, we're not on the same page then. I like to be on the same page as all my co-hosts, so if you could, go grab a Pepsi out of the studio fridge, maybe chug 2 or 3 or 4 of those, and then get back to me.
I don't like Pepsi.
This is a Pepsi show. I'm sorry, buddy. We serve Pepsi only. Pepsi only. It's a thing we do. All right, the Chris Show with Miele. Call in 823-4151. We who called in? Jeff? That was good, wasn't it? Made me giggle on the inside. I wasn't laughing out loud. You didn't hear that, but I was laughing on the inside, and that's really what matters. Laughing out loud, it's cheap. It's for fools. It just, everyone can smell your breath when you do it. That's one thing about laughing. That's why laughter is bad. People know that you didn't brush that morning. You're really just revealing your inner self when people can smell your breath. You're vulnerable.
Can I mention the poll that we have going on right now?
Speaking of the mic, if you're going to do that. All right.
Can I mention the poll we're doing right now?
You can talk about the poll, sure.
All right. So with 5 votes, Kangaroo has 3 votes, and a rat wearing a hat has 2.
And there's 4 minutes left in it, so we'll get our answer very soon. Very soon.
We're still taking calls, though, at 407-823-4151.
Are we still taking calls? Yes, we are. Are we getting any calls? Well, you know. We're just getting so many calls, and I'm ignoring all of them. That's really what's happening. It's not that we're not getting any calls.
Yeah, we only let the best people call in.
We
like Jeff
we filter
and
the
Jared
calls.
Fogels. Legal consultant.
That's why I have a secretary. I pay her a lot of money. She sits in the room, in a very small room. It's the only other room I can get, and she filters all the calls. And of course, everyone lies. Says I don't know, they're Beyonce or they're Kendrick Lamar or even Jared Fogle. They lie, and that's why she sends them through. And then when I answer it, it's some jamope. It's some schmuck. It's some fool. It's some dingus. It's some bingus. It's some fraud. Some lying sack of crap.
You should call Kendrick Lamar to
And
call in.
that's why
right
we
now.
answer the call, and we get calls from jabronis and fools and schmucks and frauds and scumbags. Ooh. That's really why the show's bad. Because we don't get calls from celebrities. We get calls from fools and schmucks and jamokes. Have I said that yet, Doug?
Yep.
No, I did. I don't think I did.
You said all those words.
I don't think I have said a single word on this show yet. I don't think I've really gotten to express myself on the show yet. My name is Chris Miele. I am a special ops agent. I've been a part of the spec ops for years now. I've been undercover, and I've been just pretending to be Chris Miele, and my name is actually Dunce Dugan. Dunce Dugan, I know. That's right. As a special ops agent, I didn't have to change my name to Chris Miele. I just did because Dunce Dugan is a stupid name. Dunce Dugan is really dumb. Don't know why I got that name. And of course that leads me to my new segment. Who's the real dunce? Is it Doug? Is it Chris? Take a piss. Take a little business with this business. And today's featured business on the segment, who's the dunce? Is it Doug? Is it Chris? Take a piss with the business. Ooh, it's the business. Who give us the business, Chris? Today's business is CheezIts. CheezIts, which has been bought out by Subway. They're called Subway because every time you go there, they give you a sub that's way out of this world. They give you a sub that's way out of this world. All right, I just got a text from corporate. They said, say it again. It's a sub that's way out of this world. And I don't know if you noticed, but our world is flat. But we do need to focus on frat, as I've said. I'm just reiterating everything I said earlier on the show, just so that Doug here, because everything I say to Doug, he goes one ear out the other. So I don't know if that's one thing you know about Doug. I would like Doug to say something, because I feel like I've been talking for the past...
Yeah, you have, but other times when I interrupt you, you go, Doug, stop interrupting
Doug, why'd
me.
you interrupt me?
Exactly, that's it. That's why I didn't.
Doug interrupted me again. That's one thing you don't... That's our back and forth.
So here's
I say things that are intelligent and well thought out, and things, people need to know. Survival tips, really. This is a show about survival. My name is Jesse Ventura. You're listening to The Survival Show.
So on this
Today
show,
on the show, I'll be talking to a beta male. His name is Douglas Davis, and he eats too much soy. That's why he's like the way he is. And I'll be really getting into his brain. I'll be getting into his mind, because you're listening to Jesse Ventura's Survival Show. Of course, folks, I don't know if you noticed, but the lying media is at it again. They've been lying to us, telling us Douglas Davis is actually an alpha, a brain genius by the name of Dingus Dungus. That's what they said. He changed his name like Snoop Lion. But folks, Snoop Lion changed his name back to Snoop Dogg a while ago. And just like that, Douglas Davis has been Douglas Davis the whole time. He did not change his name to Dingus Dungus. He's a liar. He's a turncoat. He's an American traitor. His name, he used to be Dunce Dugan. He
Nope.
used to be.
That's not true.
At one point in his life, he pretended to be Dunce Dugan.
Nope.
Of course, Dunce Dugan was killed in Vietnam. And ever since then, he took the name of Duns Dugan and is pretending, but he's really been Douglas Davis the whole time.
Nope.
Of course, I'm stealing this all from an episode of The Simpsons. Doug, any comment on that?
Are you really?
You beta? I'm an alpha.
Homer Simpson killed a guy named Duns Dugan in Vietnam. Is that what you're saying?
Do you think every episode's about Homer?
Bart Simpson killed.
Have you ever watched A Simpson? You know.
I've never seen
that
a
every
Simpsons
episode's
episode. What do you
actually
want me to
about
say?
Lisa Simpson, the daughter.
Every episode?
Every episode, it's even if it's not about her, it's still about her.
Do you see this?
know?
Are you looking at this?
You'd also know that
Do you
Ted
see
Cruz
this?
voices all the characters. We were talking about this before. Doug said he thinks that Jeb Bush is actually the voice actor. Oh, he's not. It's actually Ted Cruz.
Nope. It's definitely not Ted Cruz.
As I like to call him, Theodore Christopher. That's his full name, Theodore Christopher. And if you haven't turned off this show yet, if you haven't turned off the show yet, I'm going to tell you something.
Call him. Tell him to call in. We're still taking calls.
I guess we're still technically taking calls. Where? Yeah, that's the thing still on the show, right, folks? Yeah, okay. Can we get one more call in? I think we can. 823-4151. Even if you've already called in, I don't care. Call again. Maybe say some nonsense so that you can balance out the intelligent content I've been spewing out of my big hole mouth, my big mouth, my big pizza hole, where I put all the pizza. That's where the mouth is. It's where the pizza goes. It's where the pizza goes. I'm like the pizza rat, baby. I carry the pizza. I grab it. Any pizza, all pizza is good, even if it's on the ground of a Subway. And of course, if you find it on the ground of a Subway, say, why is there a pizza in a sandwich restaurant?
Nope. Don't eat pizza off of the ground.
Don't listen to Doug. Pizza's pizza, even if it's cold and also on the ground. Of course, it's been decided the king of Australian wildlife is the kangaroo.
Don't eat ground pizza, please.
Don't. Doug, I really don't think you should be telling people what to do.
Don't.
Doug, I saw you
I'm not telling people, I'm just telling you.
I've seen you eat food off the ground multiple times. Also, it's funny we
That
talk
was
about this.
one
I
time.
did drop a piece of pizza last night.
And you ate it?
Well,
Chris is giving me that look.
I should have brought it up. Now,
No, you shouldn't.
scratch that off the record. Code B62. I don't know if you know what code B62 is, but I say it whenever I want something deleted off the show. And
Code B62 is
it's erased just naturally. I don't have to go back and edit it or anything. I'm a hacker. I'm a codester. I work computers. That's what I do for a living. And code B62. Doug code B62 / semicolon. Now that just erased everything Doug has said on the show. So this show is now, if I listen back to the recording of the show, it'll be me talking the whole time. I will sound like a crazy person talking to myself, but hey, it's not like I didn't sound like that this whole time anyway, when I was talking to someone. You, the audience. Doug, before we end the show, because I'm praying, it couldn't end any faster. Couldn't end any quicker. Got anything else to say to the audience?
Thanks for having me on. Always a pleasure. For Chris to make fun of me for about an hour.
Well, it's because I love you so much. I love Doug. Doug, he's my boy. He's the guy. He's so good. I'm not being sarcastic. He's just too good. But thank you, Doug, for being on the show. That's the only sincere thing I've said this whole time.
I actually gotta go.
You have to go. Well, I have to go too because the show's ending.
I have to go.
Okay, so you finally have to go to the bathroom?
No, I really.
Doug's finally on the same page as me. We both have to go to the bathroom. Of course, I like when co-hosts are on the same page. That's what I like. As I've said before, Chris Show with Miele, everything I've said on the show, I've already forgotten. That's the beauty of this thing. It's 1:29. Thanks for tuning in. I love you. I think you smell good. And Jared Fogle, I'm a bit disappointed you didn't call in. I'm tearing up. Also, Jared, how's prison? Hope it's good. Next show, Jared Kushner will be calling in. We'll just be getting a different Jared every show. I think that'll be good. Jared Kushner will tell us all about what it's like being a lizard person. Why are you shaking your head?
He's not a lizard person. That's fake news.
Doug's a Jared Kushner head. He loves the Kush boy. All right. Hey, as
That's
I like to
also
say
fake
usually,
news.
eat CheezIts. That's my catchphrase. I was paid to say it. Please, God, CheezIts is holding me hostage. Oh, my God. Please call in next time. You left me hanging this time. I'm really disappointed in my beautiful audience. Please eat CheezIts. But also, call CheezIts to tell them... also, tell them to release me from these bonds. The chains of capitalism and corporate culture. All right, thanks for tuning in, baby. It's the Chris Show with Miele.
Thanks.
Signing out. Bye-bye.